antibiotics.
Are we filming? Yeah,
it's
important. Yeah, let's go.
Oh,
Go.
okay.
Let's
The
start
way
with
that I
antibiotics.
think antibiotics.
Dr. Bobby.
Let's
This
start
is
off
my
with
bro
this.
science here.
Yeah.
The way antibiotics should work, in
Hey, kids,
my
listen to this.
professional opinion, is they start killing the infection, and then your body can work through killing the rest of it. So, like, I just get a jump start on it, so it's not as bad. It starts to slow down, the swelling goes down, and then you stop taking them, and then let your body fight the rest of it off.
This is why Bobby has the most health issues.
But it doesn't. It doesn't.
It does work. The amount of times that I've taken antibiotics for just a couple of days, and then stopped, and it's gone away.
Funny enough,
I haven't had staph in like 4 years.
2 weeks later, he's fucked up again with shingles.
Yeah.
I get shingles once a year, but that's a virus. That's not bacterial. It's completely different.
He's like, I looked it up online. It says take it for
I love
5
his
The
confidence.
worst part is, if this was a few years ago, anything Bobby said like that with that conference, I'd be like, "You're fucking right." But now I'm like, I
am right.
don't know.
Listen to the confidence in him. Like he's
Yeah,
gotta
right.
be, I
It's
feel like he's right.
I am right.
Because they gave me 10 days of fucking antibiotics.
5 to 10 days. So I'm gonna do
you're
3.
a bitch.
So usually, like people get relief after a few days, and then they just stop because they're like, "Oh, there, it's better."
I've
right?
done
But it's
that.
still in your
But
system,
they're
right?
saying like,
But
they're
after-
saying like, yes, they're
Yeah.
saying like, don't stop. Like you have to take it
Yeah.
to kill it.
But
right?
after 24 to 48 hours, you're not even contagious anymore.
Doesn't matter. It's still in your system.
Contagious.
Yeah, but then let your body fight it off so that it doesn't rely on antibiotics. Because people get antibiotic resistant, and that's why they end up in the hospital with really bad staph infections.
why didn't your body fight it off in the beginning?
But that's what I'm saying. The antibiotics kickstart it, so they get rid of most of it, and then your body clears of the rest.
I just feel like if your body could have fight it off on its own,
I'm
as
not-
it was
I'm not-
starting, your body would have fought it off before it ramped up.
Well,
to
that's the
being
hope
to
it
that
does,
point.
but if it doesn't, you just give it a little extra boost, you know? You just add a +1 defense to it.
+1 defense.
We're gonna hear
Yeah.
that Bobby has to take like the antibiotics like injection, like
I
a
had-
needle and shit.
I actually had to do that last night.
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah, hey, I have had to do that before. Shut up.
Yo, do not
that-
listen to Bobby.
Yeah. Dr. Bobby.
Kids, listen to me. I'm the smart one
Jeez,
here.
man.
I
You know
think
the
you
worst
have a
part is
new
there are
nickname.
kids that are going to listen to this and they're going to be like, oh, fuck it, 3 days.
True. Some high school kids are gonna get chlamydia and just be like 2 days of antibiotics.
No, they give you one good dose, and then you're good.
That's how Bobby learned it from, man. So one dose. He's like, I just take all the antibiotics at once.
It's
and
like
I'm
in
good.
high school when I had chlamydia, this is all I did.
I just take it all at once.
Hey, man.
Gotta do
I'm
what
doing it right out here.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta
Bro
do.
science.
But fuck, that shit sucks though, man. No grappling, no fucking contact.
Yeah.
For how many days would you like? Because like, if it's not,
48 hours?
It's
so
just
can you start technically grappling like 3-4 days after, or is there, or what?
3 or 4 days. You just said 24 to 48 hours.
It's 2 days.
So 2 days and then you're good to go
1 to 2
grapple.
days.
Then you're good to grapple.
I guess.
I feel like I'd start grappling when I feel like that thing is gone. Like the staph infection's actually like not.
Well, how do you know?
Since
when
you're
the
a
staph
good
infection's gone?
training partner. Like,
Well, yeah, not everyone's like that though.
Yeah, no.
But like, I didn't notice it until yesterday, like last night, and I'm like, oh fuck.
That
So
shit goes so quick.
Yeah.
Like I had like literally like a pimple, and the next thing I know, I'm like, holy fuck, it's like 5 times the size, and it hurts so bad.
But yeah, I
In a
thought
few hours.
same thing. I had a pimple on my arm, and I was training in it, like grabbing wrists yesterday and wrestling, and then I'm like, oh fuck, like why does it hurt? And then I look at it, and all of a sudden it's fucking 4 times the size. I'm like, well, how long is the NTT practice? 2 hours?
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, man.
Crazy. You just see those like crazy staph infections in Thailand, where
Yeah.
like they literally lose, like it's like a skin eating disease, and that
Did you guys
shit.
see the Kevin Randleman photo?
Yeah.
But that's because
Yeah.
people don't do anything about it.
That's because
Well,
they take 3 days.
That's
of
because he tried
antibiotics.
to
It's like,
fight it off
But
on
you
his own.
said in the car there was someone who never takes anything for it. So what does he do?
He dies.
But he just fights it off? Like,
Yeah.
I think your body will eventually fight it, but like I've seen like there's been cases of people like getting fucking crazy skin, like you were saying, just people get crazy skin diseases from the staph that live forever. It's fucking wild. Or maybe not live forever, but like the last years. Isn't that what happened to that one kid in BFL? Was that what happened to that Gremlins
Oh.
kid? I don't know if that's true or not, but I remember
I know it was some kind of viral thing.
it was. But is staph only bacterial, or can it be viral too? I thought.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
Regardless.
Patty, come on, man, you got to be the smart one here.
Yeah. That's just scary, man.
I feel like Patty is the smart one.
Patty's just looking like fucking listening to us.
That's
being
why we
like,
don't give him the
fucking-
mic.
So
Yeah,
on a
we're
scale of 1 to 10, how smart is Patty? Lars, you're first.
Probably a 12. Compared to us?
Checks out.
Compared to us? Like,
Yeah.
comparatively?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's up there.
All right.
It's always the quiet ones.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to City Boys Up episode 28.
Today's all about stats.
It's today. If you want any doctor advice, feel free to DM Bobby directly.
Yeah.
I get too busy though. I'm starting to charge for it. You know, I get pretty great advice.
Some like 13-year-old kid in high school just DMs you.
Yeah, fuck. Man.
You never know.
We had a kid come up to your autograph thing and was like, what do I do for concussion symptoms? I'm like, what's happening? He's like, my head hurts. I'm like, when? He's like after training. I'm like, stop training.
Stop sparring.
You got to take some time off, buddy.
Spar right through it, man.
Yeah,
Don't be a bitch.
Yeah.
It'll go away eventually.
Don't get hit, bro.
Yeah.
Why are you
Your
getting
fucking
hit?
hands up.
Yeah, that was.
No, that shit sucks, bro. When
for
kids say
sure.
that shit, dude.
I
Yeah.
know, it's so,
Fuck,
it's so
man.
sad.
Well, when a kid's like, my head hurts.
Yeah, like, this guy was like what, 18, probably 19.
Yeah.
He's had some fights.
Where
and
was
stuff.
this?
This was at
Ignite MMA.
Ignite MMA, where we
Yeah.
did an autograph signing.
Good kid, but
But
yeah,
he's like
got some
apparently talented, and
issues.
he's like, bro, like, what did he say, like 6 months? His head's been fucking.
Yeah,
hurting?
but he's been training through it. Like,
Yeah, he's been
bro,
training through
you
it.
gotta
Every time
take time
he
off.
trains,
Yeah.
he's like, I just get crazy headaches. I'm like, fuck, I don't know. I've never felt that. I've never had that, bro.
Yeah,
Do you have crazy headaches?
I did. There was one period where I got 2 concussions.
yeah.
And like the only time I've ever gotten concussions in my life was in a period of like a 2-3 year span.
Yeah, was that when you started training pro
When I
practice?
started pro practice, and I had no fights, and I'm sparring fucking 3 UFC veterans in a row.
Yeah, that's.
I was getting lots of CTE.
Yeah,
But like there was a period where I had like 4 months where I couldn't spar, man.
yeah.
But I did the right work. Like I worked with a lot of occupational therapists. Like I went to see that specialist in Toronto, Dr. Cam Marshall.
I've seen him too.
Yeah, he's like
Oh, shit.
he's like
You were- this
huge.
was crazy, eh?
I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat.
Yeah.
I couldn't fuck. I couldn't do anything.
I sent you that shit
Did you get a
though.
boner
Did
or
that
what?
help a little
Like,
bit?
I felt like so low all the time.
Yeah.
Shit.
For like 4 months, it did like slowly get better.
Yeah.
And like over time, like I just took like a long period of sparring, and
You just.
I was
gotta
fine
take
now. Now I
time
feel
off.
fine.
You gotta take time off.
What about
man.
you?
I've had it really bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But-
then it was like my neck in the end, but like
Yeah.
I had I just took too many fights in a small period of time, and then after like a 5-round like war, like 2 weeks later, I went in to like help a guy out for a sparring rounds because he had a fight coming up. First punch, flash knockdown. We didn't even know like, oh, did I get knocked down? Did I slip? And I was like prideful.
Yeah.
So I probably knew like subconsciously, but I kept sparring.
Yeah.
And then the next day I got like crazy amount of symptoms. Like, and then for 3 months, like, bro, it was so bad. When I was like, I couldn't read. When I was like, I could read like each individual
Yeah,
word, but
yeah.
I couldn't tell you what the sentence meant.
but like, could you read before that?
That was the thing.
That's
Probably
the
not.
important thing we need to
Yeah.
know.
The funniest shit ever. I like the pre-concussion testing.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, say the months of the year backwards, and I was like, ugh, like, did the,
Fuck, bro. I don't think I can do that, bro.
That'd
Bro,
be
the
hard.
guy says to me, he goes, "This is great because if you just randomly did this, I would think you were concussed." I'm like, "This is not helping."
Well, did you
my
ever
case.
see those like videos of like people pulling out drug drivers and being like, "Yo, say the alphabet backwards"?
Yeah.
Are you fucking? I can't do that. Could
yeah,
you
I
do
can
that?
sober?
Could
No.
you do
Yeah,
that?
during the episode, I'm trying. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
not
couldn't
a
do
fuck-
it.
Yeah, there's no
Not
way.
a chance. Not a chance.
I'd be taking the ride for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
don't know
like,
if
just
they
let me
do
blow in that thing. I don't know.
Yeah, they do that intentionally just to be like,
Yeah.
he's drunk. Like they know you're
Yeah,
drunk.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Parker, after his accident, was concussed like real.
Oh, you were
bad.
telling me he was getting like the brain fluid coming out. Right?
Yeah, no brain fluid. What?
I thought you told me something crazy. Like,
That would
out
be
of his ears.
really fucking
No,
bad,
no,
bro.
no. You're talking about the blood coming out of his ears, like with the video of the accident.
Yeah,
when he's
yeah.
laying there, there's like blood coming out of his ears,
Yeah.
and his arms like this, and his legs like that and stuff. But
Crazy.
He was like, even like when I was there, like while they were putting him on a stretcher and everything, he's like, "Where's Dad? Where's Dad?" And I'm like standing there talking to him, like holding his hand,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Where's Dad? I miss him," you know. And it was like, oof.
Yeah.
So then it was like he did like I think 9 nights or something in ICU, and then when we took him home, he was it was like probably a week or maybe 2 weeks after he'd already been home, right? I walked into his room and I was like, you know, and he's like looks at me and is like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm just checking on you." And he's like, "Who are you?" And I was like, oof. Like that was that was rough.
That's scary.
And I was like, "You don't know who I am?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, you look familiar, but I can't remember your name." And I was just like, "Holy fuck, like that's bad."
How long did
So,
it take for him to get to like?
I think it was like a year before
Yeah.
the neurologist cleared him. Yeah.
There was this like I sent it to you. Remember that product? And it really helped me.
Yeah.
Like,
That's like the thing that you have from Thorn.
UFC gives you.
Oh,
this,
yeah.
Yeah, this like concussion protocol thing.
it's this drink. Yeah, it's this drink.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, they were like, take it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The first night I took it, I woke up the next day and I felt like 1,000 times
Well, the
better.
big ingredient was magnesium. Remember we were looking at
Yes,
it. It had
yeah.
a crazy
Where
amount
it
of
helps you
magnesium.
sleep
It
well.
had turmeric. It had omegas.
But it
in
was like,
Yeah.
remember we were talking like which magnesium, because there's so many magnesiums,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So, but yeah, it was like,
that drink. Yeah, because I gave you that one.
Yeah.
One time,
And that,
I'm
man, it
another-
helped.
I'm at the bottom saving it, right? Because I'm like, next time like my head hurts, I'm just gonna use that.
I looked at the ingredients list of yours, and I had a picture of the one you sent, and they were very similar. Like there was like curcumin, turmeric.
Yeah.
There's magnesium, zinc.
Yeah.
oh, there was one
creatine,
active ingredient.
omegas.
There was one like main active ingredient.
Was it magnesium?
No, it was
There was a
something
ton of
else.
them,
Yeah, but yeah.
I remember talking to the guy.
Because
though, and he
remember
said-
we held it beside, I think we held it up to another supplement.
Yeah.
And they were so close, but there was one ingredient difference. So it was
Oh.
like, we figured that's obviously the active part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think they all work in unison, right? It's
Sure.
like they all got to help together because
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I was talking to that doctor, he said like the supplements make a bigger impact than people think.
Yeah,
He's like, if you can give your brain what it needs when
Yeah.
it needs it,
Yeah.
you can like they say creatine is the biggest thing. That is
Sure.
the number one thing that your brain is lacking when you're.
Well,
Yeah.
they even
You
sent
deal
me,
with
bro.
concussion
Like
symptoms.
they sent me like.
Smart to take like right after sparring, you know?
Well, if you got hit for sure, yeah.
But I think you should be taking a lot of those things all the time.
But
anyways,
there's a
as
lot of
combat
them, like,
athlete.
they need each other to work, right?
Yeah.
Like, Mason, my oldest, is on, he's got, like, a, like, major vitamin D deficiency. So he's on, like, the craziest amount of, like, prescription vitamin D. And it wasn't doing anything. So then they had to add magnesium. So with magnesium, it actually
Then it
like,
worked.
absorbs.
I have the UFC Performance like Institute health protocol here. Like they send it to me after every fight, and like the crazy thing they talk about is like you get most of your calories for the first like 2 weeks from proteins and fats, and almost no carbs.
I remember reading a study about that. It was so interesting. Where it's
Yeah.
like you don't want carbs
You don't
after
want
you have
carbs,
that.
yeah.
That was like so odd. Because I remember going home being like, I got to eat
A diet
everything.
higher in
Like,
fat will help meet energy needs and may help with brain recovery.
that's cool, man. There's so many. It's like I feel like in 10 years,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the science will be so ahead of the game that like maybe people won't be dealing with the same, right? And especially like with us, like they're minor. These are still like minor brain injuries compared to like people getting into car accidents or like what happened with your son. Like
Yeah.
that's major. Like what we get are
Yeah.
minor concussions
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of things, but like fuck, man.
Still a thing, man.
It's still scary, and
yeah,
especially when you get a
yeah.
lot of them over time.
Yeah.
What that like Cam Marshall guy taught me though is like if you get a concussion, if you like it takes about like 30 days, your brain like comes down in like capacity or whatever, and then it'll go right back to that level. But if you get another concussion in that 30 days where it came down, it'll probably never go back up. And that's the problem with like NFL guys.
Yeah, when they're not
'cause
waiting,
week
like,
after
yeah.
week after week after week, right?
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, you need the recovery.
They're
yeah.
so like that.
That's boxing too, right? You
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
concussed and boom.
Well, they let you stand back. Like it's an 8 count in MMA. You get knocked down. Like they
Yeah.
could stop the fight. You know, no more damage. But like in boxing, you could take 3, 4, 5
concussions.
Yeah.
concussions
So
in a row.
those guys spar different, especially in the States.
And with a boxing glove, like it just rattles your brain differently, right?
Yeah.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Think like getting punched in the face with like a bare hand versus like a big boxing glove. You get
well, I think
punched in
there'd
the
be more
face,
padding with the boxing glove, right?
but it's your brain that absorbs it rather than the impact spot.
I guess it all depends on the force that's being
Yeah.
administered, regardless of what's on your hand.
Yeah.
But
The argument actually that with bringing in gloves into combat sports, it made concussions worse is very, very interesting. Because
Well, it's the wraps probably, no?
well, like think about like you feel like you can just like punch through a
for
fucking
sure,
wall with a
yeah.
wrap on.
You wrap
right?
up, you wap up your fucking
Yeah.
wrist. I'm like, I could literally.
You're
punch
hitting
through a
harder
wall.
for
Versus
sure.
like you don't worry, you'll hit any way you can, right?
No,
Versus
100%.
like if you didn't have a wrap on, you
No
have to think
hesitation
about
with a wrap. Yeah.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
oh shit, my hand hurts, so I can't hit as much or as
Yeah,
hard.
it's
or-
structurally so locked in.
yeah, it's crazy.
but would you rather get your face chewed up, like with no gloves? Like you're gonna bleed. You're gonna get so much scar tissue on your
I
face.
mean, like now
I don't
would
know if
never
that
do
makes it any
but
better.
Back when I was a psychopath, I feel like I probably would have done it. I don't know.
I'd rather have the extra wrist support.
I'm just saying, like, I personally would rather get punched in the face bare hand than somebody wearing like a boxing glove.
Yeah.
Like you'd rather get hit bare knuckle than a 16-ounce boxing glove?
Yeah, like 1,000%.
Should we try it now? And see
Yeah,
if
well,
it
that's
hurts?
what it is. Yeah, it's a challenge.
Challenge?
A challenge.
Solid challenge.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like all those videos that you used to see. Now this is like years ago of like the chin conditioning.
Oh my god!
And it's
How
like people
dumb
actually
was that?
bought into that.
Yeah.
They're like, I'll just get used to getting hit and I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
sure it does. Yeah.
It's bro science.
Bro
Yeah.
science.
That's one of the few bro science, that just doesn't work.
I mean, well, it's,
all the
like,
other
it's,
ones are
like,
great.
in fact, the opposite,
No.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're literally teaching your brain to shut off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna shut off.
Well, there is science behind that, right? Where like once you get knocked out,
Yeah, your brain will shut off way quicker.
but it's almost because your subconsciously knows like, okay, I can if I just shut off for a second, the
I'm
pain will
preserving
stop.
myself.
Yeah.
the pain
But like,
will
have
stop.
you ever been knocked like fully unconscious?
No.
No.
And before I fought, I got knocked out unconscious in a street fight. Yeah,
Shit.
like really badly.
With what? Do you remember?
Yeah. Details. Come on.
He feinted the jab, and then no, I don't fucking know. They kicked me in the face after that.
Oh, shit.
See, those are the ones that scare me the most. When guys are unconscious
Yeah.
and somebody walks up to them and kicks
That's
them.
what
in
happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
Bro,
makes
one of
me
the craziest knockouts I've ever seen is like a guy I knew slipped in a fucking club parking lot. You remember this?
I remember, yeah.
And got soccer kicked, bro, and his teeth went through his
I
face.
soccer kicked somebody in the face with a steel toe boot in high school. Yeah.
God damn it, Daryl.
Yeah.
I did that once.
Damn.
I administered brain damage.
See, we did this shit for fun. You guys do it as a sport.
I almost fucking. I remember. I almost got fucking kicked in the face in a
Yeah.
street fight, and that shit, bro, like missed my face by like an inch, and I was like, oh my god, I would have been fucked, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's the ones you don't see, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
especially if you're like already kind of out of it, and then like
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's like boom, lights out.
Crazy, bro. Fuck street fighting, man.
Yeah.
For real.
I was just so angry after my dad died,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I got in like a bunch, and then that happened, and I was like, I'm not losing this anger, so I need to like place it somewhere. You know what I mean? So then I started actually.
down
Like after I got knocked out, the next day I went to the gym.
I was
and
like,
started
I went
training.
to a Muay Thai. I thought, why not do
I
this
hope
in a
you didn't
ring?
like you let the like concussion settle first.
I was young,
Yeah.
like I was fucking 19, 18. Like
Yeah,
I'm sure I did. I bet you it was like a year after, but
It was interesting when that Dr. Marshall said, because he said the same thing to me. He's like, after 30 days, your brain technically should fully heal.
yeah.
But like then you end up sometimes with post-concussion syndrome, right?
But then
Where
you,
like,
know that it's not your brain. It's like your neck is such a big component of
Yeah.
concussion symptoms, and that's how I figured out like, oh okay, like it's been fucking 4 years. Why am I still feeling all this shit?
Yeah.
And it was all my neck, and then that's how I got into like all sorts of. That's how I figured out how fucked my neck is, right?
You know what I find interesting is like high school street fights and stuff, like back in my day, people didn't really get knocked out. But now like people are getting like walk-offs. You know what I mean?
Well, I think more people know how to fight.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Like
Also,
it's
there's
crazy
just more
how
video
much,
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Like I when I was in high school, like I can't even think of MMA. We didn't even know there was MMA gyms or martial arts.
Is
like,
that right? Yeah.
if I really even wanted to at the time, I don't know where they would have been.
Yeah, no.
Like it would have been so much tougher to find. Whereas
Yeah.
now, like there's a Muay Thai, boxing, like
Yeah.
MMA gym on every fucking corner now.
Yeah.
it's a growing sport, man.
Yeah, it's
It's-
beautiful. I love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Well, people are actually learning the sport versus just going out there and fighting now.
But we had that happen at our gym where two guys apparently had like two high school kids had beef, and Paul's like, "Yo, if you guys have problems, come spar at the gym. Put your gear on and fucking." And apparently they showed up and they sparred and fucking got it out.
No,
and
they had no like experience though.
They watched UFC fights, bro. Like they both.
Oh, so they got
Oh,
experience.
so they're
They had
skilled. Yeah,
experience.
skilled.
But
Skilled,
they
yeah.
both like they both thought they could fight,
Yeah.
and then they fought, and then
That's
it was,
good, though.
but it was organized, and like there's somebody there, you know, and like they fucking
A little demo.
both got gassed out and like called it a day, and I was
That's
like,
amazing,
sick,
man.
yeah.
That's how kids should settle.
Because I remember, bro, in high school, seeing this one kid fucking suplex
Yeah,
another
see
kid
that
into the
happens and that's
cement.
dangerous.
And the kid, bro, was like lying on the ground, and only his neck was coming up, and he was like, you know, like spasming, and I was like, that guy died.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy, and the other kid got expelled. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, like literally suplex head first in the cement.
Yeah.
It's like, holy fuck, dude, you could have killed that guy. Killed
Yeah,
him easily.
man. Yeah.
But that's like watching fights in hockey. Like people talk about like, oh, hockey fighting's so bad, so dangerous. Like, well, it's not that bad when they're fighting 'cause they're on skates, but it's when you fall without a helmet on. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys like played hockey, but like if you've cracked your
can't
head
skate.
off the ice, that is one of the hardest things Like,
Yeah, there's
punch
no
me in the
give.
face
Yeah.
as hard as you want,
Yeah.
but like slam my head on the ice, like that hurts so much, and like that's fucked, man.
Just made me think of this weekend's like Cron Gracie pulling guard, and
Yeah.
as they were falling, the way Bryce Mitchell had his like
Smart.
elbow up against his
So
neck
smart,
and just like
yeah.
landed on
Yeah.
it. Oh, that was nasty.
Fuck, what about that fight, eh?
Cron's got to quit.
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
fuck! Like,
That was crazy, man. But yo, if he ended up getting that armbar in the second round,
Yeah, right.
this would be a whole different
yeah,
story.
I guess
right now.
so.
And that shit was like close too. That shit was close. Bryce was like, I was gonna break my arm, like, but
Oh, really?
yeah, but he that was crazy. The way you just jump and guard like that. I don't think everything is 100% right in his head though. This Cron.
No,
guy, bro.
Cron seems insane.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he fought worse than when he fought like.
In his interview, he was saying, you know, like the fight before against Charles Jourdain,
He said that I wasn't allowed to punch.
he wasn't allowed to punch.
That's what he said. His
So
family
he's
said.
around like jujitsu, like
Yeah.
Purists, for
purists,
sure,
and they
always.
think like jujitsu's perfect. You don't need anything else. So they're telling him shit like that.
Yeah,
You don't need to
punch. You can't
don't
like
punch.
just win with pure jiu-jitsu.
Gracie still like in UFC 1 punched.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
yeah.
That was crazy. That was a crazy fight, man.
Watching Jordan fight that though, he fought so intelligently.
Oh, so smart. Yeah.
Like he did everything right
Yeah.
to fight one of the best grapplers in
Yeah.
the sport.
Yeah.
And he
I'm
didn't
gonna
get
go
hit. He did.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna say number 4.
Oh, for numbers.
Oh, did you just randomly
Yeah.
threw that
Yeah,
out?
yeah,
I was like,
All
what
right,
is it?
all right.
Number 3.
Is it out of 10? What a
Yeah, out of 10 tie.
3.
Yeah,
3.
2.
7?
7.
What is it?
I wrote it down before. 2.
Talking to pick?
You get a pick.
Oh, who am I gonna
Hey, take a look first.
toss it? Yeah, I actually want to.
Daryl, you didn't explain a single thing there. You just said a number. Okay, we should explain what we're doing right now.
No.
Okay.
What the fuck?
You should nominate yourself.
I already know who's gonna like this the most. I'm absolutely not gonna nominate myself.
I think he's gonna.
It's a popping dick sucker.
What?
Explodes in your mouth. It looks like it's a.
Hold on. You gotta crop this out because you're not supposed to talk about it. It's just that whoever gets it. Just
No,
has
we need to
start
talk
enjoying
about this because I know who's gonna enjoy this the most.
Okay.
Oh fuck!
Is it like hot or anything, or is it just a dick?
No.
But apparently it will explode in your mouth.
It's like
it
pop
pops.
candy?
This is so-
It's popping candy, I think.
This is so gay.
Oh, from the brand Aren't We Naughty?
Look at him bite his lip. This is so gay.
He's getting so excited about this. All right, Lars, don't worry. There's not too much sugar in there. Your diet's still good.
Let me slam some of this first.
Nice.
Super gay. What's in this?
The what?
Yeah, so you basically get it wet and then dip it in the Pop Rocks. And then let it explode in your mouth.
What's the song? I melt in your mouth, not in your hand. Sorry, guys, I can't open it.
Just too excited.
Just use your mouth.
All right, I'm gonna have to play this up since.
I don't think you might need to. I think it'll play itself up.
So I have to put it in what? This thing? In the dick sucker?
Yeah, dip it in the popping candy.
Oh my God.
It's like, you know those Kool-Aid sticks, I think? It's like that you like dip it and put it in your mouth and like. Hey, you gotta suck on it first, bud.
This is fucking retarded.
Oh,
That's going fucking. That's in the vault forever.
I love these letting the balls hang out.
Wait.
Is it good?
It's pretty good.
That's the best, isn't it?
Jeez,
pretty gay.
That's life size.
I wish you had gotten
Serhiy's
like a
like, did you
full
clone
size.
me?
I wish you got a fucking real size one, bro.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, bro? That's not your
Okay, wait,
micro
this
dick?
isn't real size?
This is not what yours look like?
This isn't what your dick looks like? Whoa.
Damn, bro. You know there's people out there
Take
with
this
like
in out.
that shit I got.
Bro, like this is big for some people.
That's crazy, bro.
That's
Oh, you
wild.
gotta take
Yeah,
this in out
that's
so you
the
can
Asian.
properly
Let me
suck
properly
on
get
it.
in on
It's
this.
Asian.
Damn, bro.
You're crushing it, bud.
Thanks.
Don't forget to double dip it.
It doesn't really pop in, to be honest.
Oh, really?
You gotta put more on it then, maybe. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Alright, guys.
All right. Well,
Anyway, yeah.
I'm so happy we did that.
Did you guys watch the fucking Korean Superboy versus Nate?
Yes, yes.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
He looked so good, bro.
Yeah.
His boxing looked so crisp, bro. And then
Who?
Korean
Doo-ho
Superboy,
Choi?
man.
Oh, he was
Oh.
piecing
Remember,
him up.
because bro, he was like when he first got to UFC, he was fucking killing it, bro. And then he had to go do military service.
Really?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was like, what, 8 years or something?
I
Since he
don't
signed
know.
with UFC or something?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
since he signed
You
with
have to do
UFC.
2 years service.
Yeah,
okay.
so he did 2 year
Yeah.
service and then came back and then like
Same thing. Who's the other guy? He had to do that
Korean
too.
Zombie.
Yeah, Korean Zombie had to do that too.
Crazy though, but he looked so crisp, bro. That lead uppercut.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a sick
Yeah.
fight, man. Then he ended up crucifixing him, bro. They couldn't get out, bro.
Mm.
That was, dude. That's one of the scariest positions, getting crucifix, and you're stuck and you're just getting elbowed and you're like, I can't fucking move
He didn't do a lot of damage with it, but he like owned the
because of the
fight.
control,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
Because that's the thing with that one, with that move, bro. It's like if you
Mm-hmm.
put too much damage, you're gonna lose that. Like you're gonna lose that position.
Position, yeah.
But fuck, bro, that was crazy,
Yeah.
man. He looked good. He looked fucking good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Such crisp boxing, bro. That was gonna be a way more competitive fight. That Nate guy's crazy.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, man. I've never seen him get lined up like that.
No.
Like he's usually. I mean, what are you gonna do, man? Crucifix, like, you get trapped there. Yeah, like you said, it's like the most helpless position in the sport.
Yeah, for sure.
Paul's the like, bro. When Paul puts a crucifix on me, it's like I can't move, bro. It's fucking crazy. He's so good at it, bro. I'm getting crucified. Fuck.
I remember my pro debut when I had that dude in the crucifix.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was like
That video is savage.
So
bro.
good, yeah.
it's so weird though, because like I threw so many elbows that I was like, the ref's got to stop this. I'm like, nope, we're gonna let him die. In here.
Yeah.
Was he like out at the end or no?
I swear to God, I hit him and I saw his eyes roll back, and then I hit him
You're probably
again and he
getting
wake him
woke
up,
up.
and then I hit him and his
Yeah.
eyes roll back, and I hit him again. He wakes up. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my.
That's crazy how much that happens, bro.
Yeah, you get woke up.
Yeah.
What's like who is that? Was it Brian Ortega that got hit with? It was
Yeah.
Diego Lopez
Yeah.
Ortega hit him with the right hand, starts dropping,
And
but
the
Lopez
left hook, yeah, wakes him
popped
up.
right back up.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Crazy,
That's
man.
crazy, man. That's one of those positions though. That's like the scariest.
Crucifix, yeah.
Did you guys watch the fucking Aljo fight?
No.
Yeah, the grappling exchanges were wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
That was some of the highest level
I
grappling.
thought
I've ever
Aljo
seen.
won that fight too, to be honest, personally.
It was so
I think
close.
That what's the other guy's name?
Movzar,
Mozart,
Evloev?
yeah. I think he had less control time, but he did more damage in
Yeah.
that time.
That's the thing with Aljo. Is like his control is so dominant.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just like doesn't make it. He doesn't give you any space, so he can't really hit you.
But that guy said he won't have sugar till he's the champ. Did you see that?
well, look at him, bro.
Yeah, he's so jacked.
Where
bro.
does that leave Aljo now though? Like
He
goes
will-
from like having the belt to the prelims to you know
Yeah.
losing on the prelims and stuff.
Well,
like
well, I think his stock went up after that fight because people
Yeah.
are like, wow, that was actually fucking an entertaining
Yeah.
fight. But he said, I saw that he's like, I'm gonna think about it, but he's like, I don't really want to climb the rankings anymore. Like, I
Yeah.
might take some bigger fights and then potentially just retire.
That's what you should do, man. After that point, you know, you
You're
fought for the
35.
belt. You know, you're getting older. You can't be in your peak
No.
2 times. That's why it's called the peak, right? You're in your best part of your career. He was the champ.
He's not that
Has
old.
anybody done?
He's 35, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's 35.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
35.
like he's
Oh,
not.
I
He's been
didn't know
fighting
that.
forever, man.
Oh, okay.
has anybody done what?
Peaked
Gone to the
twice.
peak twice.
Did Couture?
Robbie Lawler kind of peaked twice,
Yeah,
but he
yeah,
never.
Robbie
But there's a
Lawler,
difference between peaking twice. You can't peak twice, right? If you
He
peak, you
didn't.
peak
He
once.
didn't peak the initial. Yeah.
Your greatest that you will ever be is the greatest you'll ever be.
Yeah.
But
Period.
like, you can still be a world beater
Yeah.
after. But
Apparently, he like wasn't sparring and stuff at the end of his Strikeforce career, and then when he went to ATT, they were like, "No, you have to spar." And then he went on that crazy run, but
I still remember him talking about the hardest he'd ever been hit. It was by that Magomed Sharapov.
sorry, Robbie Lawler said that. Did they fight?
No, Aljamain Sterling. He apparently got flatlined in the training room
Yes,
by him.
yeah.
By
It was
who?
like a 360
that-
spinning kick.
Yeah,
Zabit.
And he didn't
Zabit
knock him out.
Magomed Sharapov.
knocked
Bro,
him out.
Zabit's the biggest wonder in the UFC
Yeah,
of like
that's the
what
biggest
could have
what if.
happened, bro. What
Yeah.
if?
It's crazy that somebody that skilled. I mean, I guess when you start MMA so young, you burn out. But like, You're in your peak, and you're like, done. I'm out.
Yeah, apparently he's like a doctor now or some shit.
Yeah. I thought
Crazy.
it was like a fucking religious shaman or some shit.
Something like that, man. Maybe.
So he went to that high school in Russia that's like all you do is like martial arts pretty much. Like you go to school for like 3 hours.
Meditation's like a course there.
Yeah. So a couple guys, the guy that's gonna fight Alex Pereira, what's his name again? Ankalaev. He went there. A bunch of it's crazy,
That's
man.
insane.
It's like Shaolin monks type of shit.
Yeah.
But like,
But I watched a
legit martial
documentary
arts.
on that. Like the instructor seemed very like down, like not like down, but like very like calm, and like it wasn't like it just seemed like this is the lifestyle we like, you know.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool. I watched that. I was like, damn,
Think
people are
about us
built
like
different.
as boy, you know what I mean? Like that's the structure that you kind of like need as a otherwise like I went insane when I was a kid.
Yeah,
like,
but I bet you so many kids burn out because of that. Because think about how many killers were probably in that school, but by the time they get older, they're like, fuck this, I don't want to do this ever again.
you're not
Well, because they're
Not
fighting the
being
best.
forced
They're
to do
fighting the
it.
best guys in the world. Like, did you ever see the video of that dude, like Magomed Sharapov, fighting Islam Makhachev?
Yeah.
Like
Zabit
20 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
fuck, man. They had to fight killers to get up to there, and you know, there's no easy fights in that Russian regional scene.
No.
They just can't get visas or whatever to get to the bigger promotions.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Russia's got such an interesting like kickboxing style because it has like the influence of Muay Thai and like the strong base of it, but then it has the influence of like Shaolin, like kickbox or like karate, almost with like the lead leg hook kicks, the spinning hook kick, all the spinning shit. It takes all the like good things from like Taekwondo, like the couple good kicks, and just adds them to Muay Thai.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's a crazy style.
But not all Dagestan. Look at Mozvar.
No.
Look at
then there's like just the wrestling.
Khabib, right? Like a lot of those guys don't throw that.
I
shit.
know, but it seems like a lot of those guys too train in American gyms.
No, but I mean
now.
now.
Yeah, well, because they left.
But then
high
their
school.
style would
But
change.
then like Umar Nurmagomedov has crazy striking.
But he started as a
versus-
striker, and then Khabib told him like, if you want to be an MMA champ, you got to wrestle.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what they.
You would just think because he's the cousin of like.
Yeah, so apparently he was only into striking, and then like Khabib was like, "Yo, you have to learn how to wrestle if you want to be the world champ."
Yeah.
So is
You gotta learn to
Umar his cousin and Usman's his brother?
I think they're all cousins, brother.
They're all cousins. Yeah, I don't
It's
think.
crazy the family, man. Usman, Umar, and Khabib, like three of the best fighters
Yeah.
in MMA right now.
Well, I wonder what's gonna happen because you hear the stuff with Bellator and PFL now, where like what the
These
fuck's
guys
going
can't get any
on?
fights.
Yeah, what's going on?
I
I
don't
think
know.
the organization's kind of falling apart.
Yeah,
But
I
is
feel-
it falling apart, or is that just their structure?
no,
Where they have
No.
because they only have how many
no,
fights?
because
a
they
year?
have fights booked, and,
And
then
then
they
they-
lose their fights
Yeah.
like a month after. Yeah, like a
So
month
many
before the
guys
fight.
now are like
Patty
complaining.
Patchy Mix, who's like literally one of the best probably bantamweights in the world.
Is that
and he's-
Pitbull?
No, Patchy Mix.
Patchy Mix, yeah.
Yeah, he's a 35er. He's a beast, bro. He trains with like
Tall, skinny,
Morales.
Jack
nickname's
Black
not-
dude.
Crazy
He's not
grappling.
black. He's like.
Patchy Mix. It's
yeah,
not.
he
You're
is.
not. You're thinking about the wrong guy, I think, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he's like in his prime right now, bro. He's not fighting.
That's got to be tough.
Like
man.
you get in the UFC and kill in the UFC. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you think about the roster that PFL and Bellator has is huge, but how many shows does
Very
PFL
little.
run a year? What, 2, 3?
I don't know.
How many does Bellator run? Maybe 4 or
I
5.
don't even know.
Doing
Dude.
too much stupid shit. Like the combat sports does not revolve around like I understand the tournament style, but you need to have like the big build guys up and then have the big fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then people view. No one really cares about like the tournament.
No.
I think it could be a really good model if they just ran it more often so that their guys could stay active. Because like fighting tournament style is awesome, and also they like how many guys in the UFC can't fight for a year? How do they get paid? Versus like PFL pays them even when they're on salary. Yeah. It's like it's a more supportive way of fighters, but you're not able to compete. So like there's a double-edged sword.
So you get paid salary in the PFL?
You get paid like yearly.
Yeah, like a guarantee.
I heard that.
kind of thing.
Do you know how much?
I don't know. I think it depends on the fighter.
But
right?
if they're not having the events and stuff, they can't. How long can they afford to keep that going?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's the thing is they have the money. Why wouldn't you just? I get
I
it.
think the
Pay that.
tournament's really tough on your body if you're in it. To be honest.
Well, you're not fighting the same night.
No, but you're fighting every 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's great for people that can get the active. Look at Impa Kasangana. He fought like 4 times in the last 6 months.
Then he won the $1 million
He won the $1 million twice. That's a life-changing event that the UFC would not have given him the shot.
Talk about a guy who fucking like went from getting one of the like craziest knockouts. He got knocked out so bad, and now he just won the $1 million tournament twice.
Yeah, crazy.
That's an underdog story, man. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's shit I live
Yeah.
for. I
He's
love
like
it.
living in his car and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. He's fucking savage. And then he fights up 3 weight classes.
Yeah.
He fought at 70, and then he fought at 85, and then he fought at 205, and he won at 85, I believe. And then did he win at 205, or was it?
He just got knocked out.
No, but he won last year as well.
Oh, okay.
And then he got
$2
starched to that.
million?
$2 million tournaments. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he fought a really, really good guy in that last fight. It's wild, man. All those PFL guys are Russian. Like, if you watched who won it was Russian. Russian. It's like, fuck, man. The Russians are just taking over the divisions.
It's that Sambo style, man. Like, I think it's such an applicable martial art to MMA and just, like, real fighting.
Yeah.
That, like, once they switch over to MMA, there's not a lot of, like, change that they have to learn, you know what I mean? Versus, like, if you're a kickboxer, like, fuck, you got to learn so much,
bro. Yeah, even if you're just a pure high-level jiu-jitsu guy, it's like you have to get the guy to the ground. You got to learn how to ride somebody too, and like fucking
even
stay
just
on top.
to be mean. I think the jiu-jitsu guys really struggle with like being mean a bit. You know what I mean?
It depends on the school, but yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Well, get hit in the face.
And like it's like the gentle art, right?
Yeah.
Like flowy, like whatever. But like
I think it depends. Like Serhiy said, on this, like there's schools like 10th Planet's very flowy, but like if they grab your leg, they're gonna try to rip your ACL apart.
yeah,
I don't think they're nice. They're just a little smoother versus like you get like a more smothered jitsu style.
Yeah.
Like
I think
they're fucking ruthless. Man.
jiu-jitsu also went the route of like sport versus like self-defense a little bit. So they put themselves, depending on the school and the style.
Well,
Again,
it's a traditional
fuck do
martial
I
art,
know.
right?
But like
It's not a combat. It's a traditional martial art first.
Yeah.
Combat sport second. Just like Taekwondo, karate.
Yeah.
Like there are traditional first, and then they found their way into. If you think about it, they're really the only combat sport that survived that long. That's still at the top of the game.
yeah,
Other than maybe sambo,
yeah.
right? Like what? Karate had Lyoto Machida.
But I think those sports like hundreds of years ago were probably closer to self-defense versus what they like became when they went like, let's bring belts into it and let's bring like these stupid like tournament rule sets and like, you know what I mean? Where it's like can't punch to the face or like can't kick below the waist.
Yeah, those are some crazy rules, bro.
So stupid.
So crazy.
They're just trying to differ from a different sport, right? They can be so similar, like karate and taekwondo, very very similar in a lot of ways, but
gotta
they have to be
separate
different.
themselves,
And also a lot of them are business models,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
right?
that's the biggest
It's different
thing.
now.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's
like,
crazy how many like Taekwondo karate schools are still around everywhere.
Yeah. Like who's
Everyone
going to
still
these
crush
fucking-
it.
Who's like
Well,
so many people.
I think it's kids. It's kids, right?
No, but there's a lot of adults too, bro.
I think it certainly is tailored more to kids because people will spend more money on their kids than themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's still a lot of parents actually. I've like when kids come in, they're like, "I want to learn how to fight." And their dad's like, "No, no, no. We don't want to teach them how to fight. We want to teach them discipline." It's like, okay, you know, it's a great reason to do it, but like, you know,
I think that's a fallacy of martial arts, to be honest. Like, not that they don't learn it, but fuck, you could learn discipline in basketball.
it's not the same
Discipline in
though.
hockey. But
It's
like,
not actually because it's a team sport. You
Right.
could hide on the bench. How many prima
That's
donnas
a
do you
good
know
point.
that are hockey players
Yeah, that's a good
or
point.
basketball players?
Yeah,
Because
well-
they were the stars on their team.
Yeah.
But if they lost, it was all of a sudden somebody else's fault.
Yeah, but I don't think like you're not going to learn more discipline in sambo versus or like in karate versus sambo. And sambo is way more applicable to real fighting.
Why? But sambo, you're getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
You're
Are
getting
they
thrown
in
on your
training
head.
always though?
I'm just saying
I
in
don't know,
competition.
I don't
I'm
know.
saying in
Oh,
competition.
in competition for sure. Yeah.
Well, so that's why it's like if there's no threat of getting hurt in competition, like in taekwondo, you can't punch them in the face.
you can kick them in the face.
Yeah, but you can't punch them. But that's
You're
what
gonna get some
Have you
nasty
seen these
spinning
videos,
heel.
bro?
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they stand this close to each other. Body shot, body shot, body shot. Spinning hook kick to the face.
Crazy.
Yeah.
No, just protect your body. Just protect your body. It's like, oh man, don't do that.
And then heel to the face.
Yeah.
Unconscious.
Yeah. Just out cold.
It's
Crazy.
a crazy rule set, man.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid, but like it's not stupid in its own. It's its own thing. But if you try to bring it to combat sports, that's when it's stupid.
But
like,
if it was a street fight, would it be stupid?
I bet you a
Okay,
person
so-
trained in taekwondo could knock out somebody who hasn't trained at all
But
easily.
I think the random person could get more lucky versus like a taekwondo guy versus they could get more lucky versus you.
Think of like the.
You know that's true. You know that's true.
Think of karate classes that are done in like a high school gym on Sundays, and they're doing like katas and stuff, right? Those are
What's
like a
a
false
kata?
sense of security. Like
pattern.
those guys all think that that they're deadly
Yeah.
weapons.
Yeah.
These hands are certified.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, right?
No.
And stuff.
Remember
And
growing up hearing that?
You think of like
Bro,
yeah,
I still have people who ask that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What? That's what?
Like, do you have to fucking
I get that a lot of times. Yeah.
Like, what is it? I don't even know.
Yeah,
what
certified
the-
as a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
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 Like, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
dude.
that's made
Yeah,
up.
no, these are registered, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serhiy actually went and got his registered.
You actually can't register these in Canada because they're considered too dangerous.
They're illegal, dude.
They'll take them away from you.
They cut my arms off.
Trudeau's gonna come buy him back. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
illegal.
$10,000 for that right arm. He's like,
I remember Mike Perry after he knocked out like some old guy at a bar was like, anyone can catch these professional fighters' hands. Just like, fuck.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's Mike Perry though.
He was fighting anybody for a while there. Like,
Yeah, that's just
you'd
crazy.
see so many random videos of him just knocking dudes out in the street.
Did you guys see that Tommy Fury pulled out of his
Yeah.
fight
My
against
God.
Darren Till?
What a
Crazy.
muppet.
I love that you
Because
call
he's
him a Muppet.
because he's why nervous because he got nervous because he might throw a kick.
Yeah.
Well, Darren Till does say he's like, if I'm losing, I'm gonna kick you in the
Which
face.
is awesome. I
Clearly
love that.
joking
I
around.
love that.
wanted-
I actually don't know because he said he's like, you're joking. He's like, no, I'm not. Like he was like, I think he.
I think he would have.
I don't
think he would have. I think
You
it was
don't think he
mental
would've?
warfare.
Bro, it's,
I think it was
you
mental
put it in the
warfare.
contract if you get like if you
Yeah, you're
kick him,
fucked, bro.
you get none of your money, and Tommy Fury gets
Okay,
your
but
money.
if he's losing the
And you
fight,
get sued,
he
bro.
loses. He throws a kick. He's super famous. He's trending. He's making money that way.
I just
You know
don't
what I
think
mean?
he would
His
do
stock
that.
goes up.
I know, but then like it's like okay, that wasn't part of the rules. Say you head kick someone, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden like you're a fucking cheater, bro.
Did you see when they were going? He's like, "I'd kick you in the face," and then Tommy Fury's like, "Well, then it'd be a proper fight." And then Daryl Till's like, "Yeah, well, then I'd win because I'm a proper fighter."
I love that though because that was a great verbal exchange. He made it
Yeah.
exciting. He
Yes.
is promoting the fight.
Yeah.
But maybe he went. I don't know. Like Tommy Fury's obviously like, come on, man. Like you got to know he's not gonna actually kick you in the face, likely. But the
Well,
risk is
imagine he
there.
goes
The
into
risk
the
is there.
fight, and he's concerned about it, right? The whole fight, he's
Yeah.
thinking about is he going to throw a kick?
I think Tommy's not actually a fighter at heart, but he was born into a fighting family.
Of course, man.
So
Yeah.
he like is almost pressured into it.
Of
Like,
course,
I think
dude.
there's
Your
a bit of that
fucking
in it.
your brother's the heavyweight. Like
Your
the
dad's a
heavyweight goat, bro.
savage.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
dad's a savage. He's so different compared to his dad and his fucking.
Well, they have a
bro.
different mom, I think.
Oh,
yeah, but
that makes a lot of
remember
sense.
Tom Aspinall grew up with them, right? So he was saying like they were both getting interviewed together, and Aspinall was saying like, oh, there were some crazy times where like John Fury, like their dad, wouldn't drive Tommy Fury home because he sparred poorly. Like imagine like the trauma that would. You're like a 15-year-old kid. Your dad's making you jump in there with pro boxers.
Yeah.
You don't do well, and he's like fuck you and doesn't drive you home.
Yeah, he just
That's
wants to be accepted.
insane, bro.
He's only doing
Bobby's
it
like,
'cause
I'm
he
gonna do
wants
that to
be
my kid.
accepted.
I might do that to my guy.
You're fucking running home, bro.
But that's not like that's.
But they'd be
so
like, hey, actually, maybe he gassed in the sparring round. He's like, hey, do some extra cardio, run home. What's wrong with that,
brother.
buddy? Hey, fucking trying to breed some nails here, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's yeah, not the best.
But imagine
figure in
Tommy
the
Fury
world.
could be like, I want to be a pro fighter, and it's like,
And he's yeah.
you know, that's oh, fuck, he's not fucking around, man.
You're not wrong, but
You gotta do what you gotta do.
So what do you think of co-main? Is that how
Shavkat
he's had
and,
it?
sorry, say it again.
Is that how you guys had the co-main going?
Honestly thought, dude, I thought Shavkat was gonna do better.
But apparently, he had a torn like MCL
Yeah.
or something like that going into the fight.
Yeah.
I wonder. I think it was like Ian's range that definitely was fucking him up a little bit too, bro.
They
So,
also had a lot
like,
of respect for each
Explain
other.
that. Sorry.
Ian's just like because like Shavkat's usually like the taller dude.
Oh,
Pretty much
I thought
every
you said
fight.
rage, not
Range,
range.
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So I think it was a little trickier with that,
Yeah.
but Ian surprised me on the ground a couple of times there too. Like he did okay with his wrestling
Yeah.
exchanges.
They had some
and
great
stuff.
exchanges, man,
Yeah.
on the ground, on the
Yeah.
fence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
close fight,
yeah, very close.
very close fight. Yeah, he took his back at the end. There I was like, holy fuck.
He
bro.
had that like locked in, but he just couldn't get the other. The guy was doing such a good job keeping wrist control.
Yeah.
That like, what are you gonna do, man?
But now I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, because before that I was like, yo, he's unbeatable, and now I'm like, yo, I think Bilal would beat him. I honestly do.
I think Bilal runs over both of them.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
You think you could out wrestle Shavkat?
Bilal?
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know. Like, is
What-
Shavkat supposed to be like a high level wrestler? I thought
Yeah.
he was supposed to be a kickboxing world champion.
I know, but then people keep talking about how good his wrestling
And
is
it is
leading
good.
up to
It's
it.
still
I'm
good.
like,
It would still be great.
Yeah.
Lars, do you think Bilal will run through him?
no, I don't know.
I don't-
I'm just
I don't.
asking. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think so, bro.
The way he ran through Leon Edwards, like, changed my perspective on his
Yeah.
wrestling ability.
And his striking, because he's so dangerous at wrestling, his striking is very
Oh
effective.
yeah, so pressure, bro.
Yeah.
So
much-
awkward too.
Yeah.
Like his timing's weird. He's like kind of
Yeah.
herky jerky. Fuck, man. He's a problem in that division.
Yeah.
How do you solve that problem?
I have a crazy guy. He's like he reminds me a lot of Merab, bro. Like just like that crazy relentless pressure, bro.
Yeah.
That's the fight I'm excited for. Fucking Merab versus Umar, bro. I actually think Merab can take that fight, bro.
You think so? Yeah.
I think so with cardio, bro.
Yeah.
With fucking cardio
And volume.
volume and cardio. Yeah.
Because like Umar doesn't really put in a lot of volume when he strikes. He's like
No.
very like one kick move,
Yeah.
one kick move, wrestle move, like versus
the
like
only thing we haven't seen though, bro, is Merab on the bottom.
true.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, we haven't seen Umar on the bottom either. Like him and Sandhagen had some great exchanges, but like
was
neither
always-
of them ended up. Sorry, Umar never really ended up.
Yeah, no, he
fully
never
on
did.
the bottom.
Yeah, he never did. Yeah.
So who do you think's advantage wrestling?
I think the more technical wrestlers is Umar, but I think the fucking bro. Sometimes wrestlers just like who's got the fucking condition to go shoot and shoot and shoot and get up and scramble and scramble and scramble. And I think fucking.
Keep pressing.
I think Merab's gonna have that advantage. That's a sick fight. Did you see that fucking how Merab got in a fight again on the way out?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was coach.
Yeah.
His coach like literally punched that dude in the face.
Yeah.
Another fan. I don't know what it was about, but
Well,
And that guy was friends with Umar
Yeah.
and Islam. The
Yeah.
guy,
Makes
the
sense.
fan, yeah.
came out. Yeah.
I guess that's what it was about. Then.
Yeah. But
It
they
makes
like they
sense.
threw shots like fist fight, bro. It was crazy. The one guy who punched him was Dennis Bazooka. He's the guy I trained when I was in Longos.
yeah.
Yeah, he punched that dude in the square in the face, bro.
Bazooka. Oh, that's
Yeah.
who that was.
Yeah.
I thought that was his coach.
No, well, he was in his corner, but that's
Oh
who
my
punched him in the face. Yeah.
Because when I saw it was like they talked about his team, and I'm like, is Ray Longo out there like fighting somebody?
no, I
like
think it was
fuck,
Longo,
man.
yeah.
That I would pay the money to see that.
Yeah.
But goddamn.
Crazy, bro. Every time Rob's out, bro, he just starts fucking throwing.
Yeah,
man.
it's so funny. I like that energy.
I like that energy too.
Yeah,
man.
because MMA fans can be so like,
Yeah.
not all of them obviously, but some of them are so, they think it's like WWE, right? And they can just talk shit to guys. It's like,
Well, it's just our culture here, bro. Because like, even TJ was talking about how the difference the fans were in Japan, bro.
oh, very respectful.
he was
I'm
like
sure.
so respectful,
Yeah.
like just so quiet, you know, like clapping on exchanges. No one's booing you.
Yeah.
Everyone's like fucking, good for you. Like you went in there, you fought, like
Dude,
that's
I've heard like it's like 90,000 seat stadiums,
Crazy, bro.
silent,
yeah,
and then something happens like,
yeah.
then
It's like
it's
some guy
silent
passes
again.
half guard.
yeah, yeah,
They're just more educated fans.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
educated. Yeah,
They're not
The
casual.
culture's
And I think it's just the
respectful.
traditional,
culture.
like the martial arts tradition. There's just so much more like
Yeah.
respected. It'd be
Yeah.
crazy to fight there, bro.
super cool. It'd be so cool.
And but fuck, like even just the main event, then like talking about that fucking Risen guy, like
Yeah.
he just seemed so like nonchalant in some of those wrestling exchanges until it was too late, bro. Like, he was smiling like la la la, and then fucking boom, rear naked choke gets synced in. I'm like, oof.
Yeah,
That's
He
it.
said he didn't feel like himself, eh?
There's
He
a lot
said
of
he
pressure,
felt
man.
off. But that's what we talked about in the last
And it was his
pod,
first
right?
fight at 25, right?
I think very early in his career he might have
Yeah,
done it.
and then he was
but
fighting at 35, and then
yeah.
going back down to 25.
He was so fast, eh?
So fast.
It'll be interesting to
The
see his next
flyweights,
fight.
man, they're so
Yeah.
fast.
But
that
he looked
division.
fast even for a flyweight.
Yeah, he did. He did. He was definitely had a crazy speed advantage. He did some of those backwards jump knees that he landed. I was like, holy fuck! If he just got him dipping a little bit more,
Yeah.
fuck. But he did really good in the beginning, man. Because anytime Pantoja was trying to like wrestle, he would work so hard and like so scramble. He'd get out, but then he kind of like slowed it down, and that's when he started getting like sometimes like with those guys, bro. You cannot like you need a fucking move as soon as like you're in any kind of wrestling exchange, right?
Because if you hit him bottom, you're not getting up.
Yeah, and he paused, and then he got settled, and then that was it. But yeah, I'm
Pantoja
curious to
fought
see
smart.
what happens with him again. He got ranked 14th at flyweight now.
Yeah.
No,
I wonder what's next for that. Yeah.
sucks. So he had so much hype behind him, bro. Well, they're smart. The UFC trying to get the Japanese market, right? Like that, if they
Yeah.
got that, they would have the whole Japanese market, right? Because
Yeah.
I mean, they got Risen and like ONE FC out there, but like they don't really tap into the Japanese market at all.
Yeah.
So a champion from Japan, bro, at that weight class where like a lot of guys are like that level, right? Like or that weight class there,
Yeah.
smaller dudes, would have been huge.
Are there any other? I don't think there are any other Japanese fighters on the roster. Are there?
They're doing the whole like
Road to UFC.
yeah, they're trying to get
that's what
that
they
they're really trying to build that market up, right? But there's a couple other crazy like I was like kind of like just Googling and share. There's a couple other like high level like superstars from Risen there that could like potentially go up to like, but they're like mega stars in Japan. Bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Mega stars. That's
Even
insane.
Kai, bro, he gets like 1 million views on his YouTube videos and like
Who?
the Kai Asakura who fought.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. No, crazy,
star
man.
over there.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
But
We
I
just
wonder-
never hear about it because we're here, right?
Yeah.
But
You gotta wonder what the pay is though, because like you can be a champion in multiple other organizations, but you go to the UFC, you're in at 10-10 or 12-12, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Like-
probably making way more arisen, bro. Like up there as a superstar.
So then, like, how many of the Japanese fighters are not even? This goes for like all like Eastern
Where's the
European,
motivation to move over?
other than you know,
Prestige.
Challenge yourself. And
I wonder what the culture is there though. Like, is Risen bigger than the UFC in Japan? It could be. Like, they could generally be like, Risen's the ultimate goal, not the UFC. It could be like that in Russian culture too, where they're like, you know, UFC's not the end goal; it's PFL, right? Or it could, I wonder what their culture
Or,
difference
like, what's
is.
the Poland organization that's like massive?
Oh, the father and son. thing?
KSW.
That was so funny.
KSW is a fucking and they're offering guys like $1 million.
yeah, they're selling.
Yeah. They offered Darren Till $1 million apparently.
Yeah. Fucking Uros was telling me that because they know a couple guys out there, and they're like, yo, like some dudes are like 2-0, 3-0, are making like 10-10 or some shit like
No
that.
way.
It's like real money, bro.
Yeah,
like,
wow.
that early in their career.
It's life-changing money at that age because
At
if you
that
can
age.
train, if you can be 2-3-0 and able to train full time,
Because you're
Yeah.
making that. Yeah.
you're gonna be so much better than the people that like. What do we see? Guys are working jobs. You know, Jeff Neal's fucking a server at Wild Wings, and he's a top 15 welterweight in the UFC.
You know.
But he says he's only doing that to like waste time. Or
There's
else,
got to
like,
be
Yeah,
something
he gets in
else
trouble.
though. There's got
Yeah,
to
he says
be
he
more
gets
than
in trouble.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
I
bro.
bet you if he was making hundreds of thousands of dollars, he would not. Be doing
Yeah,
that.
of course. Yeah.
Or he'd be in jail because he just fucking goes off. Who knows?
Yeah.
I wonder. I don't know, but I don't know. So what? January 14th is the next biggest card. That's Umar
Yeah, that's
And-
soon, man. And then that's Islam versus
Sarukian.
Sarukian.
Crazy.
That first fight with Islam and Sarukian was fucking sick. So I'm interested.
That
to
was
see.
amazing. Yeah.
And Sarukian got so much better since then, bro.
I feel like Islam has two though.
You,
And the
you're right.
confidence.
No, they both got better. Yeah.
That'll be a really cool fight to watch because Sarukian's striking's getting better.
Yeah.
His kicks are crazy, man.
Yeah.
And hip dexterity for a wrestler.
He's so flexible, man. I saw some of these like videos of him doing like flexibility shit, and it doesn't even make sense.
He does axe kicks like
yeah.
really well.
Yeah. Crazy athlete, man.
You think if Islam beats him, they do Ilya versus Islam?
No, Ilya wants to fight
Oliveira.
Oliveira.
I heard that. Yeah.
That'd be great. I think that would be.
I'd
a
be
better
heartbroken if he goes to Max and then kills Oliveira, and I was like, fuck.
So I
Killing
heard-
all my favorite guys,
Yeah,
dude.
I heard
What are
an
you
interesting
doing?
comparison where like there was like Ilya beating Max and Volkanovski is like if somebody came in while like John Jones and DC were the best and beating and knocking out both of them.
Yeah.
It's like that's a very interesting comparison.
But what do you think about Taporia? When guys move up weight classes, usually they fight for the belt. He's not calling out Islam. He's calling out somebody else. in
Well, I
the
think he
top
called. I think he called him out because he knew that fight was booked. And he doesn't want. Apparently, he's like, I don't want to fight 45 anymore. That's literally what he said.
Really?
Yeah, he said I don't want to fight 45.
Well, he said he cleared out the division, right?
Yeah,
he
he's like,
did.
cleared
He
out the-
has. He really
Did he,
has.
though? There's some up and comers coming.
Well, I think that.
Who?
Well,
Who
the guy who
did?
just fought,
Obviously,
the guy who just beat Aljo.
Diego.
But nobody. The thing is nobody like he's not marketable. Like,
Yeah,
people
right,
haven't
right.
really like taken to
Who
his
did you
style.
say? Sorry.
Mozart,
Mozart,
the guy who
Oh.
just fought. Yeah, Aljo.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. It doesn't give.
No, you're right.
He's like 8-0 in the UFC with 8 decisions.
He's forgettable.
Yeah, he's forgettable.
It's gonna be a tough one to sell.
He
That,
doesn't
but
eat sugar, bro. So it's like pretty sad.
he's fucking jacked.
He's
He is actually like.
He's so.
I was
jacked,
like, holy
bro.
shit,
Yeah.
man.
He looks like a guy who's never had sugar, bro.
yeah.
I'm not having sugar till I'm the champ. It's like, holy fuck.
Keto has to sponsor that, man.
Yeah. No, I'm sure the guy eats fruit and shit. He just
Probably just
doesn't
gotta
have
lie
any
about it.
process,
No, fruit sugar, man. Fruit sugar.
Like after his fight, he's like, not the champ, yeah. Don't give me that fucking cake. Yeah, crazy.
He could be. I wouldn't put it past him, man.
He's so jacked. Yeah,
Yeah?
it's fucking insane, dude. He made Aljo not look big, bro, and it's like, fuck.
Aljo also went up to 45.
Yeah, but
He's-
still, he still looks big. Like he looked big compared to Calvin Qatar. Qatar.
And here we are on episode 25
Which
of
one is
Suri
it?
trying to pronounce names.
Is it Qatar?
We should do a full episode of just him pronouncing fighters' names.
Qatar's a place in the
It's a country.
UAE.
It's a country.
So it's Cater.
There you go, buddy. I'm proud of you. You're learning.
Imagine he came out and was like, "It is actually Qatar, you fuckers."
Yeah, you guys fucking me up.
Shit, my bad.
He hasn't fought in a while. After that fight against Aljo, it broke my heart. I
Doesn't
was
he have
really
an
rooting for
interesting
him.
matchup coming up? I feel
No, he
like-
has no fight.
He was supposed
He
to
was
fight,
supposed to fight
Nelson.
Nelson. Yeah. Then he got injured.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He was fucking killing it, bro.
Who?
Cater.
Yeah,
a while
man.
there, yeah.
Until that Aljo fight, he's
Even-
a stud, man.
It was the Max fight that I think fucked him up the most, bro.
But he fought Max way before that because he came off a win after he fought Max.
Yeah.
That's when he cut up Giga Chikadze
that
made him look like
yeah.
with elbows. Yeah.
That was one of the most brutal fights I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like his face and those elbows were just.
Just shows you that wrestling of Aljo, bro. Holy fuck, man. Because he made that fight. It was like, Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah.
It's also such a boring fight.
Such a boring.
Like that was like one of the most.
Terrible
Yeah, I
to watch.
remember falling asleep during that fight actually.
Fuck, dude. That's MMA, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
They're gonna get the fans, but you're fucking dudes up, and you took no shots at all.
But that's why he's in the prelims.
Yeah.
That's why
It's
they
like-
put Kron Gracie.
I can't believe they
over him.
put 5-2 Kron Gracie.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Like they put him
So
above.
they put
yeah.
Kron Gracie and Bryce Mitchell on the actual fight card, and they put that Mozart or whatever and Sterling on the prelims.
It just goes you to show that like they care about entertainment more than how good you
The
are.
sport it's more WWE than NFL.
But that's the one thing that I do appreciate about the tournament style series is they don't care.
But no one watches.
It's true. I never watched
Yeah.
it.
Even people in the sport.
But you would win $1 million.
Yeah, but it's
You
not
can come in unranked and win $1 million.
it's not a sustainable business model from a business standpoint, from an organizational standpoint.
How do we know? We don't see the numbers.
They're failing.
Just because
at it,
Dana White says it, we don't know if it's true.
but they're
I
like
trust my boss Dana.
I bet you do.
I'm a casual. Anything Dana White says is true.
Yeah. Dana, I support you, bro.
Francis Ngannou is afraid of John Jones.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Terrified of him.
Damn, bro.
That was the funniest shit ever.
So TJ's got a fight coming up.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a big fight.
Yeah.
That'll
Unified.
be super cool.
Yeah, Unified will be a good card, man. They released 2 fights. Both of them are already fucking
Yeah,
sick.
those are both two
Yeah.
sick fights.
So
bro.
they only released those 2 so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about Adu and Powell?
That's a good fight. I think Powell's gonna fucking ragdoll him though.
Yeah,
I
man.
really do.
The size difference is going to be tough, and Powell's so explosive.
He's so
It's
explosive.
a tough fight for Adu to take after Contender Series, right? Like,
Hey,
It is, but if he's trying to like get back on top right away and get
Yeah.
maybe on Contender Series again, he needs to take fights like that, right?
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
surprised by both of them because even Powell apparently like was close to getting on the Ultimate Fighter, and that's not the easiest fight either for him either, right? So
I think that's probably like a good fight for where he is at. Powell,
I
like
think
if I was
so.
Powell, that's exactly who I'd want to fight.
Yeah. A Contender Series vet. Yeah.
Like that's better than fighting most guys that you're
Yeah,
gonna get,
yeah.
especially a local guy. And Unified only really wants to put local guys against local guys.
yeah,
Like it makes sense. Like it makes sense for the business. It makes sense for both of them.
yeah.
But that's gonna be a good fight, man. I wonder how much I wonder if he's changed anything because that's his first loss.
Because he got triangled, right?
He got triangled and got put to sleep, man.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
and in a fight that was a good grappling exchanges, but fuck, man, that dude just snapped that triangle on real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Though Powell's just looking good.
Yeah. His
so
boxing looks crisp too.
Yeah.
he's good, man. He's getting more complete every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for that fight. That's but if he gets in the Ultimate Fighter, I'd be willing to bet he won't be allowed to take that fight.
Mm.
They'll pull him.
Yeah.
It was my understanding actually that he can take it.
Yeah.
But he's taking a gamble. Like if
Okay.
it doesn't go his way,
Yeah.
then he's less likely to get on the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It's happened before.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happened with that Tim Welch, bro. He was guaranteed. I think it was like he won a fight, and he's okay. Just win this one fight, and you'll get in. And then they offered him another fight against.
Is it Dayon?
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, this is just an
Fuck.
easy money fight.
And
I just
Dayon
get some
broke his
money."
jaw, right?
And then first punch of the fight breaks his jaw,
And then
loses
Dayon won
the-
like an
So
8.
then they pulled him out. Yeah.
They pulled him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he won like an 8-fight win streak. So
Yeah.
you just never because he fought. I think Dan at that time was like 8-7.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they were like, oh, no,
No,
it's
it was
a
like
fight.
Tim always talked about it was just a paycheck. It was just a quick paycheck.
And Dayon, like, I guess he was a 6 striker, but his wrestling wasn't that great, and then he kind of filled that hole. Or
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. He's fucking good. So like that was.
Yeah.
It's just a tough gamble, man. You never know. At any point, you could be fighting a next killer or.
And it's just crazy. The first punch breaks your jaw. Like fucking.
What are you gonna
fighting
do,
is
man? Yeah.
So insane.
Dayon's nasty. His reactions are sick.
Yeah.
He's
His
got
IQ's really good. Like he makes great reads, bro.
Yeah.
Right. Really good reads. Fuck man.
He's got a strong base, that like open style, and then
Yeah.
he counters very well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he reads guys though. Like I remember like when we fought Kyron, I'm like, oh fuck, he's reading him really well.
That was a tough fight for Kyron.
Yeah. Well, it was a big step up in competition for sure.
Yeah.
Did BFL kind of force that on him?
Yeah, but I mean, it was a good risk to take, I guess, right?
Kyron was also a little older than us, and
Yeah.
they offered. You often get offered title shot. Like
Yeah, you should take it.
take it at 5-0. Like that's the time that you can take a risk because you get a loss against a good guy, like
build
it's
yourself
not
back
the
up.
end of the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
You know, if you're like 5-2, like even with Mo, like if Mo loses this fight against Powell, like
5-2,
he's
okay.
young, he's really young, but that's a tough build back up.
Yeah, it is.
Versus like, yeah, you lose one fight and
Yeah.
you can still build up from
Yeah.
there.
Was that Kyron's last fight?
No, then he ended up fighting
Oh,
Dorian.
yes.
He had that 5-round war against Dario.
Dario,
And that was the last
That was a
one, yeah.
crazy war.
That was a great fight. That was like Kyron fucking had a great performance, but it was just a
It
tough
was a split
fight.
decision, right?
No, it was a unanimous, and he
It
did
was.
lose that fight, but like it was a great fight.
Yeah, and he had moments in that fight.
He had great
yeah,
moments.
Yeah,
That guy missed weight.
missed weight. Yeah,
This weight by like fucking 8 pounds, bro.
Yeah, that guy's.
multiple
He
times.
loses
bro.
weight or he misses weight all the time. That guy.
Well, now he
Missed weight
seems to
on
be at welterweight permanently.
Speaking of missing weight, Tavares fights this Saturday now.
Shit.
He does, yeah.
Does he make it?
We were
What do
talking
you
about
guys
this in the
think?
car.
Should we bet on this?
I think he will because he has to.
Yeah, he has to.
Yeah,
Yeah, he has to.
I think he will because he has to.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Saturday, Niagara Top Team FC.
Yeah, we got Rose fighting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good fights in
There's
this
a lot of
card, man.
fights.
Yeah. There's a lot, I didn't. First of all, at first I thought it was only like 5-6 fights, and then I saw the fight card. I was like, holy fuck, this
Yeah.
There's
is.
like 20 fights on there,
There's a
man.
ton of fights. Yeah.
There's a lot of fights.
There's
yeah.
a couple grappling matches too, though, right?
Yeah, Luke's competing.
There's a few grappling matches there. So
Yeah.
It's all the Niagara guys, man. They train so fucking hard.
Yeah.
That would be like such a tough thing to come from another gym and not realize the kind of guy you're fighting. You're fighting a guy that trains potentially full time
Yeah.
Yeah.
with some of the best guys in
Yeah.
in the country.
Yeah.
Like Elias is pretty much full time, even. Eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
That
Elias.
kid's
It's like young
dedicated.
kid, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, he grinds.
Yeah.
He definitely grinds.
Yeah.
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 He's always working hard.
That's the thing. You can't train.
He
there
moved
if
from
you don't grind.
BC, right? He came
Yeah,
down
man.
from
Like
BC,
he's
yeah.
committed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple of guys. It's funny how many people move out there. Like Keller did that.
Yeah.
His girl did
Yeah.
that. It's just it's smart though. Like like
Yeah.
that's a huge commitment though.
And it's crazy moving from somewhere like so nice as BC, bro. Like, ooh.
To Niagara.
Yeah.
Even the way he said it, I didn't
You say
know.
gatherings.
Better than moving to Hamilton, buddy.
Is it? I think it's pretty level.
Niagara Falls is like people like think it's nice.
I
People
know.
think Hamilton's nice at night off the escarpment.
All right, if you put it that
I
way,
think Niagara's
Yeah.
like the falls area is like fucking stuck in like a fucking time capsule, bro.
it's pretty. It's man. I remember my parents telling me that they went there for their honeymoon. They're like, it was beautiful, and we were just down there for my fight last. And I'm like driving around the streets. I'm like, this
Saying it.
ain't it. There's like a couple of really nice streets, but this overall,
It's like one nice street, bro.
yeah.
And then just crackheads everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Yeah.
Yeah. But then you see like the state side of Niagara, it's so much worse, bro.
Well, I feel like their dollar's so good, so they're coming over.
Yeah,
You know
but bro,
what I mean?
that stateside Niagara is like, 'cause I go there like pick up my sub sometimes, and we're driving there. I'm like, what the fuck is this, bro? Like
Yeah.
abandoned buildings everywhere, no nice hotels there,
Yeah.
nothing, bro. Like it's sketchy, bro.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be tough to build anything when you got the Canadian side, which is taking all your business.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
crazy. You think the Canadian side would be worse, but it's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Well, yeah, so that'll be a sick card. That's their first show, so that's exciting, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like they're gonna do a good
So
job.
it's considered pancreation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
man.
same day weigh-ins.
Same day weigh-ins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys, I'll be there signing autographs if you want to get one or some shit.
This fucking guy.
I like that he looked at you.
Why did you look at me?
Because if you got one of my shirts, bro, I'll sign it for you. Man.
Any of you guys following the Worlds in Indonesia?
No.
No, eh?
I literally only know one person competing there,
Yeah.
and it's a girl. And I
Who's this
I
girl?
don't
The
know.
other girl.
We know
here?
your standpoint on women's.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What's like if you watch it though, it's like pretty crazy to watch these kids, like literally kids.
They have seniors,
so
too.
technical and stuff. There is, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like watching these kids and stuff, like it's nuts, man. Like super impressive. It's like these guys are gonna be killers.
I'm
one
telling
day.
you though, bro,
Burn
85% of those guys will be burnt out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it growing up, man. Like
Yeah.
I've seen it like too many, like all the guys when I was like fucking 15, 14, bro, and like all those, like I remember like sparring a kid and I'm like, holy fuck, this dude is winning rounds with pro guys.
Yeah.
And by the time he was like 20, dude, he's like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you could be a fucking UFC world champion.
Yeah.
But just burnt out, bro.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Like I'm not saying all of them are gonna do it, but like, bro, a lot of them
Sure.
will burn out, bro. Imagine just having that many wars and that much training and just
Yeah.
like getting bored of the sport, bro. Right? Like, And then like you're so disciplined at younger, and then you like start partying, and you're like, oh, what is this?
So
and
what keeps you guys in it? You know what I mean?
Autism.
Girls.
Yeah, girls.
Girls.
That's why I started fighting.
Yeah.
One of the reasons.
That's
for
such
sure,
a funny thing.
This
'cause
guy,
it's like,
this guy saw Never Back Down, and he saw.
I saw Never Back Down. I'm like, wow, that girl and Never Back Down.
how many
so.
girls do you actually get? Like
Way
it's like
more than.
hot-
But you remember when you're in high school, dude, and you're like, I just want to get jacked because I want to get all the chicks. Then you
yeah,
realize
yeah.
only dudes care about how like big your biceps are.
Yeah.
But
MMA is
fighting,
the same way.
No,
Yeah, MMA
fighting
is the same
different.
way.
It's not.
It is.
More
No.
guys probably want you than girls.
Yeah, they watch it, but girls would rather have a fighter than a bodybuilder.
You know what it is? You get the status.
I think it depends on the girl, man.
You get the status of like
Status.
all these guys are like, oh my god, look at that guy or whatever.
Well, I remember
You're
like
fucking
one
bro.
time, like I was in grade 9. It was one of the first high school fights I've ever seen, and like one of the prettiest girls in high school. Like I was walking with her and her friends and stuff, and we're going to the fight, right? Like to this fucking fight after school, and she's like, "Oh, fighters are so attractive. Like I love fighters." And then I'm like signing up to a gym.
It's all it took.
Instantly.
Like, that's literally, bro.
One random girl's opinion.
Me and Sarah actually saw that girl like half a year ago, and I told her, I'm like, yo, like you're one of the reasons I fucking got.
How does she
into
look
fighting.
now?
Huh?
How does she look now?
Not that good.
Yeah.
She's got 2 kids.
She had one kid actually. But still, like that was the reason. I was like, damn.
Wow.
You know, well, it's an insecurity thing, right? I'm like, I can't get chicks.
You're insecure.
Was there a
was.
lot of fights in your high schools?
Bro, there was like 10 the first week of my high school, and then almost none after that.
That's usually though.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
so. I was like, this is every day.
Or the last week of school. is
Yeah,
usually-
there was so many. bro.
Not at our high school directly,
No.
but our school, like St. Thomas Aquinas, had a beef with like Blakelock,
Yeah.
who was like right down the road, and then a couple times like apparently when I was like in grade school, they like always had fought, but
Yeah.
Grew up in Oakville. I'm sure it's just they're gossiping about each other. You know.
probably as I don't know, it's weird. Those high schools always had beef until like my grades. We grew up with those guys, so they were
You
just
guys
like
buried the
friends from
hatchet?
another school.
So he thinks 10
we
years
had
down the
our
road they
we
come
had
out.
guys like older than us trying to bully us and shit all the time. I was talking about that this weekend actually. There's a couple guys that we grew up with that I'd love to run into now. You know,
Would you like beat them up?
not like
You thought about that.
I've thought about it a lot of
I
times.
don't like kick them.
I think
Kick them right in the knee.
there was I'd like kick them so
Swear to
hard.
God, if they slap my ass, I'd fucking kick them right in the leg.
Oh man.
I remember having a guy that like used to kind of bully me, like hit on my ex.
Really? In
Yeah,
front of
like
you?
right in front of me, yeah.
Oh,
You didn't take him there, eh?
I
Grinding
went
your
like right up
gears,
to his
eh?
face. I was like, "It's not high school anymore."
And you didn't
brother.
kiss him?
And I made out with him.
Yeah, okay, that's
And I
even
gave
more-
him, and I showed him this dick lollipop.
And then sucked
I
No,
was
it.
you gotta finish
this
that,
is what
man.
I'll
What are
do
you
to
And then
you.
he got real nervous.
Yeah, he got really.
I remember in grade 10, I was like seeing this girl in grade 12, and she was like super pretty, and I remember like I gave like a Christmas gift, and it's like she kisses me in front of all these grade 12 kids, and they all look at me like, how did this guy get? I walked away like a G, but goddamn, that show's so funny, bro.
Yeah,
They looked at me like just with like disgust, like how did this guy get
yeah.
it?
Fuck this guy. It's so funny when you're young, like a year apart is like fuck that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy man. Yeah, fuck man.
When I was in grade 11, a lot of the like grade 12 girls would like start to invite us to parties and shit, and then we would go there, and the grade
And the older
12
guys would hate it.
Hated.
I was the
hated
same.
us.
Yeah, I almost got beat up for that. And like,
Yeah,
yeah.
stealing their girls, eh?
Yeah, the guy. I remember the guy like literally was like trying to fight me. I was like before I even entered the party.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
trying to fight me.
yeah.
I'm like, dude, let me just try to get laid. Bro. Chill. It's like because I think he couldn't get the girls, you know, and like,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, goddamn, bro, that shit was crazy. And I was like, I'm not fighting this dude. He was like some big football player. I'm like, I'm out. I'm gonna go home now.
Dipped.
I think so. I know that girl actually came out and hung out with me like outside the party.
Let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, let's go to the park. That's literally what happened. Yeah, but
Nailed
goddamn.
it. Wanna wrap it up?
Boys, episode 28.
How long do we do?
Hour 13?
Oh shit.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
So
This
just remember,
one is-
guys, if you want to know anything about staff, DM Bobby Poulter on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
He'll teach
Well, yeah, more importantly, how to get rid of it.
you. Yeah.
Naturally.
Naturally,
Yeah.
not she's a naturopath now.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm somewhat of an expert.
He got you guys. He got you guys.
Bobby the naturopath.
Bobby the backpack.
I feel like fuck,
I didn't take anyone's back recently, bro. Like, I don't know
What
what's
was
wrong
the
for me.
thing? Other thing the doctor. What do we call you today? I don't remember.
Today? You made fun of him today?
Shocker.
Everybody gets made fun of. All right.
You don't, because when we make fun of you, you cry.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't.
Hey,
You literally made. Look at it right now. Yeah, there.
like, I'm literally
There,
sucking
there,
a dick right
I was
now.
literally blowing this thing fucking 30 minutes
don't.
ago. I don't get
we
made
don't
fun
even,
of.
we don't even make fun of you, bro.
Yeah.
We don't make fun of you ever, buddy. We're so nice to you.
That's not true.
It's just not true.
I go home and cry about it every night.
All right, well. Literally, by the way, like last week when I was at the engagement party, one of the guys was like, "Yo, I listen to your pod," and I was like, "Oh god,
That Lars
bro."
guy's gay.
Yeah. The guy was like, "I listen to your pod," and I was like, "Oh god." I'm like, "Please don't."
Does Lars know he's gay?
It is funny sometimes. I'll like see people at Movati and they like look a little bit longer, and I'm like, at first I was like, what the fuck, but now I realize like, oh, they might be listening to the podcast,
Or they're just like, "Is this guy actually gay?"
or they're like, what's going on with this guy's fucking outfit?
With his outfit, you say?
I'm just fucking around.
I was like, wait, what are you wearing there?
Just like a dress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like a tight,
It's a short
just like
dress, isn't it?
like it shows a bit of shoulder, but like that's it.
My balls hang out the bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, not crazy.
Bit of shoulder hair, and then dick out, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, finish your fucking.
Yeah, no, seriously, hey,
Okay, now that we're not on camera,